Ed's found love. Ed was not like the other boys in school. He was smart, calm, and charming, but his life was not easy. He was born into a poor family, and when his parents died, he had nowhere to go. He slept on the streets, under old bridges, or in empty buildings. Every day was a battle for survival. Even though life was tough, Ed never gave up. He went to school, studied hard, and worked for 6 hours after school. He did small jobs, washing cars, carrying goods, and even shining shoes. He had no one to support him, no one to give him food, but he kept pushing forward. The girls in school admired him. He was different. His calmness, his intelligence, and his mysterious charm made him attractive. But Ed had no time for love. He believed that having a girlfriend was a luxury he couldn't afford. He needed to focus on his dreams. The girl who changed everything. In his final year, something unexpected happened. A new girl arrived at the school. Her name was Maria. She was beautiful, charming, and confident. She had a smile that could light up a dark room. Every boy wanted to be her friend, and many tried to win her heart. Ed, however, ignored her. He was too busy surviving. But Maria noticed him. She saw something in him that the other boys did not have. His silence, his determination, and his strength fascinated her. One day, Maria walked up to Ed during lunch break. "Hi," she said with a warm smile. Ed looked up from his book. "Hello," he replied, surprised that she was talking to him. "Why are you always alone?" she asked. Ed shrugged. "I have a lot to do." Maria was not used to being ignored. Every boy in school wanted her attention, but here was a boy who didn't seem to care. She decided to find out more about him. A friendship begins. Maria started sitting near Ed in class. She asked him questions about school, life, and even his dreams. Slowly, Ed began to open up. He told her about his struggles, about sleeping on the streets, about working late into the night just to buy food. Maria listened carefully. She had never met anyone like him. She came from a rich family, one of the richest in the city. She had never known what it meant to be hungry or homeless, but she admired Ed's strength. One evening after school, Maria followed Ed secretly. She saw where he slept, under an old bridge with only a thin blanket. Tears filled her eyes. She could not believe that the smartest boy in school lived like this, a secret help. Maria decided to help Ed, but she knew he was too proud to accept charity. So, she made a plan. She talked to her father, who was a businessman. She told him about Ed and how hard-working he was. Her father was impressed. The next day, Maria's father sent someone to offer Ed a better job. It was a cleaner's job at one of his offices, but it paid well. Ed accepted, not knowing Maria was behind it. With the new job, Ed could afford a small room to stay in. He still worked hard, but life became a little easier. Love finds a way. As the final year came to an end, Ed and Maria became close friends. Ed had never felt this way about a girl before. She was different. She was kind, understanding, and patient. But he still believed he had no time for love. One evening, Maria finally told him the truth. "Ed, my father owns the company you work for. I was the one who asked him to help you." Ed was shocked. "Why would you do that?" "Because I believe in you," she said softly. "You are special, Ed. You have a bright future." Ed didn't know what to say. No one had ever cared about him like this. He realized that Maria was not just another girl. She was his friend, his supporter, and maybe something more. A bright future Ed graduated at the top of his class. He was so happy that he picked up the microphone and said,
"When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I am.
With Maria's help, he got a scholarship to a great university. His days of sleeping on the streets were over. As for love, Ed finally allowed himself to feel it. He and Maria became more than just friends. She had shown him that love was not a liability, it was a strength. Ed's story was one of struggle, but also of hope. He had fought alone for so long, but in the end, love had found him and changed his life forever.